that from me real quick.
Kirsty Flaw. So, you guys, what kind of relationships did you have to Mother's Day growing up, and what is the best advice your moms have given to you?
There's no advice. There's no one piece of advice. I can speak for both of us. That is like
Please do.
the one piece of advice, because they're your moms. Like, there's a bunch of stuff. If you have a good relationship with your parent, I think there's. But the one thing I learned from my parents and my mom, for me, it's like endless. I mean, she was a very, very strong working mom, you know. So I definitely looked up to the way that she was as a working woman and a working mother.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's so much pressure on women today, especially mothers, that they have to look great, they have to work, they have to do everything. Do you, especially in your industry?
No. Let's reframe that.
Okay.
We do everything.
Yes. So
Okay.
how do you do that?
So it's more like, and I don't think we do everything because people are telling us to do everything. I think we do everything because it's in our nature to be like that. You know, I think, you know, one of the things that my mom said to me once was I was complaining about doing everything. I was like, this, and I got to take the kids here, and I'm big. And she was, yeah, but you do all this anyway. Stop complaining about it. And I was like, you know, she's right. As a woman, we're almost like predisposed. That's just who we are at the center. If you're healthy, you know, you're at the center of wanting to do everything for your kids. And then if you work, you want to do that. And then you want your friend time. And I think that the real thing is it's more about how you do it that I think becomes like where society sort of has their opinions. We do a lot of the hands-on work just as a species, just as a gender.
I like napping.
And that is what most men do. They hunt and they nap. It's true.
We nap a lot.
Yeah, we
A
go
lot
into
of
the
napping.
fields and we gather and we. I'm telling you.
You gather things in the fields and
Listen,
bring
I
them
study
back.
these things. Yes, that's women traditionally.
Yeah.
From the beginning, that was the role.
Hunter-gatherers, right.
But you wrote a book about being happy recently, right?
I wrote a book about taking care of yourself. You know, I wrote a book called Pretty Happy, which means like I'm pretty happy. My whole thing about my book is that happiness is not something that you can like sell or like tell someone how to be happy, because it doesn't work that way. You know, we're not. If you were always happy, I think there was something wrong with you. You know, I think, how do you find a place in your life where you feel real contentment? And I think that's a discipline, that you find contentment through being more disciplined with your practices, whether it be mindfulness, how you eat, how you work out, and how you handle your emotions and your stress levels and all those things is one of those things that, you know, that's what my book's about. And it's also more about, like, you know, being easy on ourselves, being kinder to ourselves, and, you know, not putting so much pressure on ourselves.
Great. I want to read